Working hands.
Oh. Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
It's a late one.
Or good night.
Yeah.
Welcome to From Drugs to Love and Everything in Between. This is our scintillating episode number 3. We would actually first like to shout out to our number 1 fan. Thanks for watching.
You.
Love you, girl. So, this is the disclaimer warning. Please don't continue watching. This is rated R moment of our video.
Yeah, Bruce is getting naked.
Me? If Jaden and I don't claim to have the answers to life, we're just sharing the answers that are working in our life. So if you don't have a problem with that, that's good. If you have a problem with that, that's doubly good. We look forward to your complaints, arguments, questions, and attacks on Bieber and Justin. Oh, fuck. Your attacks on...
Jesus and Justin and Bieber?
Yeah. Your attacks on Jesus and Justin Bieber in our YouTube comment threads. Jaden, do you have anything to add right now?
No, other than it's been an exceptionally long week, so bear with. That's it. That is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot to introduce us in the beginning. He's Jaden, and I'm...
Bruce.
Yeah. What's up?
The juice.
So, we decided to actually not come into episode 3 with anything, like, fully prepared. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I'm just going to take a sip of Red Bull while I'm doing that.
I'm probably going to indulge in a little bit of a joint while we're doing this. Well, it is from love to drugs and everything in between, so I'm actually going to harness the drug part, perhaps.
I'm so proud of you.
I know.
I know. We need to get a video editor, producer guy who goes, warning, gratuitous drug use. So, something Jaden said 2 weeks ago in our second episode that actually stuck with me was unspoken expectations. And that's been showing up in my thought process and in my life experience. And I just wanted to talk about that today because I think unspoken expectations can be quite ruinous in platonic relationships, romantic relationships. And I think unspoken expectations ties in quite well with entitled brat syndrome, etc., etc., etc. So because actually Jaden spoke the words unspoken expectations, I'm going to let him explain his version, and then I'll pipe in a minute.
Unspoken expectations, I would have to say, are like moments when you want to say something to somebody and you choose not to. So whatever act or thing that they're doing just keeps kind of going and you don't say anything, but you have reactions to the things that you're not sharing with that person. Trying to... Sorry, I'm a little bit slow today. What that would kind of look like. Unspoken expectation. So for me this week, here's where it's kind of playing itself out. So at this current moment, I am trying to build my own business. So I've been literally, burning the candle at both ends. And I came to realize that I had this unspoken expectation with my partner, because we like to spend our weekends together. So I've worked through last weekend, and this weekend I'm probably going to do the same, but I'm take a day off so that we can have some time together. However, what I'm not explaining to her is that I really am loving my job, but I'm expecting her to understand that my need to hustle, that she should just kind of get that, and that, I shouldn't have to explain why it is that perhaps maybe I'm not going to see her that much this weekend. So my reaction to that, because I'm not speaking it, has been to, be short on my text responses, which normally I'm not, or to just kind of be like, I'm going to be super tired, all these other little things, instead of saying, hey, I'm just really about my hustle right now. I love you, but I'm just really about my hustle right now. And, maybe we could do a longer term weekend. Like, I'll take off a weekend in a couple of weeks when I have more time. So for me, that's how an unspoken expectations kind of playing itself out in a pretty light, mild way, if that made any sense whatsoever.
Completely.
Yeah.
I liked your I liked your explanation of that. So something that's been going on in my mind. Remember, I didn't rehearse this week or the last 2 weeks. What I've been thinking about in explaining unspoken expectations was the difference in a high permission relationship versus a low permission relationship, and in a low permission relationship, unspoken expectations are like the heroine of that relationship. Both people crave the unspoken expectation and use it in the low permission relationship.
Because often we feel, for me anyways, I find I feel safe, like superficial safe, to not say what it is that I'm actually really feeling, because I don't want to, I guess, pee on the lawn, so to speak, and turn that green grass brown.
Excellently said, my friend Katie. Hi, Katie, if you're watching. Love you, girl. She says, in the interest of preserving the relationship, we don't look at the issues that need to come up. So that is another great example of unspoken expectations. There's candles burning at both ends that need to be addressed, and you're like, in the interest of saving the relationship, we won't look at either end of the candle. And that's actually what ends up killing the relationship.
True that.
Another way I was thinking of explaining it too was, what I do is I have in a low permission relationship, I have an unspoken expectation, and the other person doesn't recognize it, and then I punish them for not coming through on my unspoken expectation. So now I'm justifiably upset because my partner or friend didn't know what they were supposed to know, and now I'm telling everyone and my mom, my fucking friend and my romantic partner sucks. They should have known that I wanted this. They should just know. They should be a mind reader. We've known each other 8 minutes. They don't know me well enough yet? What a bunch of bullshit. Anyway.
What are you going to do about that? Like,
what am I going to do about what?
Like, can you share a more specific moment for yourself this week, as far as like an unspoken, like where you had an opportunity to say something but then you didn't?
Well, no, I think at this exact moment I don't have the most specific example of all time, but what I was going to share to continue in the whole vein of low permission relationships and unspoken expectations is today's attraction. And men approaching women. I mean, I'm sure this happens in every type of romantic setting. But I've been reading about heterosexual attraction, and one of the things that today's current generation of men do is they go up to women and they, like, out of political correctness, I guess, hide their desire for the romantic partner. And that's like another, for me, I think, great example of unspoken expectations. So
by desire, you meaning like sexual?
Yeah, sexual. So a guy will come up and have a sexual interest in a woman, but rather than conveying his desire in any way, he's like completely super nice, almost like there's like no passion, and he, like, the woman would have no idea that this guy's like and and it's like, oh wow, he's like really super nice and he has nice shoes and his nails are cut and he's got a good haircut, and then 40 dates later the guy still hasn't touched her or kissed her, and he's going home sexually frustrated, and the girl's like, oh my god, did I just make another best friend? The guy's just like, when will she get it? I want this girl. Was that a better example?
That's a pretty good example. I mean, I don't know, the whole dating game in today's world is fucked up Rubik's Cube to begin with.
Well, in all honesty, what frustrates me about, say, unspoken expectations is the human experience to me, for some reason, thinks it's better if people don't talk about it. So if you and I have a great time and I talk about the experience that we have, like if we go for beers or we go catch a movie or I come watch you paint, if I actually out loud tell you that I had a good experience with you, that somehow dulls the experience. We're supposed to just know without talking about it that we're having a good experience. The human mind hates having attention brought to it. Is that making any sense?
It makes sense. I think my human mind, though, does like the attention being brought to it, but...
Well, okay, so let me go at it from this angle. I put a post on Facebook like a year ago. I was like, why is it that when you talk about early romantic dating, if you talk about what's happening, that ruins early romantic dating? As in, smoky eyes and silence and unspoken expectations are what create romance. But then unspoken expectations, silence and smoky eyes ends up being what breaks the romance.
Because I think at first everybody likes the mystery of this is a new person, this is a new experience, right? Two people I think anyways, two people get together and it's always different energy depending on who the other person is that you're counterplaying this game of sexual tension with, right? Two different parties bring, one girl A might bring happy fun, right on, rah, 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 all the time. Girl B might be a little bit more dark, it just depends, I guess. I don't know if we're making any fucking sense at all tonight.
Yeah, tonight's a funny night. I like it.
Unspoken expectations. They're everywhere.
It's just such a wacky fucking world because experts, other people, Facebook pundits, anywhere you go, people say communicate, communicate, communicate. Yet, distinctly, when you try and have a communication with a person, actually bringing attention to a topic is too much and overwhelming, and it scares the other person away. So it's like...
That's true, because unspoken expectations I find are often things that, for me, that I know the other person might have a reaction to, so therefore I will factor that in as to whether or not I'm going to say it or how I'm going to say it, because I'm not always the most tactful person in the world.
No.
True story there.
You don't say.
Yeah, sometimes I lack filters. Often can lack filters.
But that lack of filter can be the donkey kick in the face that someone needs in their life journey.
Often, but just because somebody needs a donkey kick, sometimes we still need to be empathetic as to how that kick is delivered.
No, absolutely. But it's like, listen, Jaden, I'll be honest with you, man. I got filter stacked on top of filter, stacked on top of filter, stacked on top of filter, stacked on top of filter. That, frankly, I'd almost prefer a fresh, salty, spiritual donkey kick to the face rather than a perfectly coined politician sentence that's so slick and so oily and so perfectly packaged that I don't even absorb it or take it in.
That's true.
Because
sometimes the lighting of a little fire under the little bums is a good thing.
Ah! Okay, I'm awake. Okay, all right. I get rescued. I get it. All right, I'll stop getting rescued. Fuck, just don't light that. Don't let me on fire. I've kind of actually enjoyed our conversation tonight more than any other.
I don't know if I could say more than any other, but yeah, it actually has been pretty good. Just low key.
No, I'm thinking that we're going to change our channel from drugs to love and winging it in between.
Yeah, I'm not going to wing this, though. I'm going to enjoy it.
I'm not going to have any.
No, he isn't. I'm not even going to offer any, actually.
To our number one fan.
Love you.
This is all him. Listen, we thank you guys for tuning in, and we thank you for your patience with the 2 weeks. You guys are great. We love you. Thank you, fans and people who watch. Gratitude.
continue, and sending you all much love and a very blessed week ahead. Have a great Easter weekend.
And we will see you next Thursday. I was like, there we go. All right.